evidence that's pointing to far better equity markets.
They raised money at 1.4 cents, trading at 3.4.
Hello, investors, and welcome to another 180 Markets Weekly Wrap, where today we are going to talk about evidence. And I don't mean court case evidence. I mean evidence that's pointing to far better equity markets. But before I get to it, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, access our content, because here at 180 Markets, we truly do have a unique vantage point. We have the most access to any company in the world for ASX capital raises, and it really gives us a different perspective. Now, back to this evidence. As I said, all signs are pointing to better equity markets for a number of reasons. Firstly, seasonality. By far, we are in the strongest time of year right now. Q4 tends to be very, very seasonally positive, and it's an important point to understand. The second point is interest rates. Interest rates appear to potentially have peaked. Not only that, legendary investors, the likes of Stan Druckenmiller and just this week, Bill Ackman, are pointing and calling for Q1 of 2024 rate cuts. And this is very different than probably many people are expecting. And traditionally, when you have rates moving down, it is very, very positive for equity prices. So it is something we definitely need to watch. And the third point, and here at 180 Markets, we certainly are in the driver's seat to see this, are capital raises. And importantly, they are working. And what do I mean by working? We are finally seeing capital raises that post-raise, share prices are moving up 20, 30% or even more. And this is so important because capital markets is truly the oil of the overall economic engine. And when investors have confidence, they go in further, and it really helps ignite the whole business. And now, to talk more about those capital raises themselves, as always, I'm going to turn it over to Sean.
Thanks, Greg. And a big thanks to all our investors for turning up last night and in Sydney last week as well. Both nights were cold. However, the market is hot, and that's great to see. Things are really heating up. It's still very selective, but as Greg said before, there are a lot more placements working. Let's take a look at the week's placements, some of the old placements, and some of the movers from this week.
Let's take a look at the 180 Markets platform where Mesoblast is live. As we can see, they are raising $97 million at a 25% discount to the last price. That comprises of a $36.6 million placement and a $61 million rights issue. So good luck, Mesoblast. Hope those phase 3 trials go well. Also on the platform is Wellnex. They are doing a rights issue at a massive discount. So there is a shortfall placement happening there. Let's take a look at some other raises that have happened this week. So TTM, they also placed a shortfall. That was at a 10% discount. They were raising $7 million. Other raises this week, 8080, this one was a really popular one. They are a serial raiser. Unfortunately, they probably raise money 3 times a year. They raised $10 million at 0.45. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't a big discount, but extremely popular. And I think the main reason why people like it is because of the very high liquidity that the stock trades. Another very popular raise was LCL Resources. They raised money at 1.9 cents through Evolution and Heartlead. That was a 20% discount to the last traded price. And this one as well used to be a market darling. I'll pull up the chart there and we can see LCL. They traded as high as 20 cents, also in the COVID days. And they've had a lot of struggles with their gold project. I think they're focusing on nickel now. So hopefully the nickel project will bring them better luck than the gold project. IPG a raise that is trading really well. So they raised money at $3.93. They trading about $4.30 now. Other noticeable raises, AIS, Ares Resources, they raised money at 11 cents a share. And Krakatoa, KTA, an old favourite, hit the market again, raising $1.5 million at 4.3 cents a share. As we said, and as Greg is very excited about, there are a lot of placements that are working. Sunshine Metals, SHN, look at that chart. This is over the last 30 days, and they raised money at 1.4 cents, trading at 3.4. So incredible performance there. They did have some great results, 17 meters at 22 grams a ton, and that is pretty spectacular. Another one that has worked really well and is up nicely today is Gallaroo Metals. Now, the placement was done at 4 cents, but investors received 8-cent options, which could be pretty valuable. They did acquire a lithium project today, and as we all know, the market gets so excited by these lithium acquisitions, and it's up 41%. Now, another big up this week, and they have received funding, is Euro Manganese. They received a $20 million first tranche and a $100 million package through Orion for funding. And look what it did yesterday. It went all the way up from 10 to 16. And yeah, well done to anyone that's holding onto those. Finally, some downs, REM. So they actually did a placement, interestingly, 20 days ago at 4 cents a share. Now, I wouldn't want to be holding that because yesterday they announced a rights issue at 2 cents a share. So I guess if you're trying to look at positives, you are a shareholder, you can average down and take those rights issued, but yeah, not a great placement there from a few weeks ago. Finally, SYA, the old market darling, keeps falling and falling, trading at 6.1. Look at that chart from the last 30 days, 9 cents all the way down to 6. And there are no bounces there. So I think everyone's just waiting to see what happens with Sayona, because it used to be a very popular stock, a very highly traded stock that is really struggling at the moment.
That feels good. The wrap's done. Have a great weekend, everyone. Hopefully the market keeps going up, and we'll see you next week.